Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Nico from Nico's Auto Detailing, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a bit cloudy today. It says it's gonna rain, but I've been wanting to do this two-step paint correction to my truck for a while now. Put some good scratches on there. So I'm new to the detailing business, to the detailing world. So if you're new to this channel, now you know. And also I'm going to be documenting my journey so that you guys can see me grow my business and learn stuff and what not to do. So anyway, so today I'm doing a two-step paint correction to my truck. I started washing it, and I remembered that I needed to get some content. So real quick, got my truck. There's a lot of surface on here, especially because I have this topper, so it is going to take me a long time. Also, I am a mobile detailer, if you're wondering, obviously, and I'm outside. You're probably wondering where I'm at. I don't have a garage, right? I live in an apartment, but where there's a will, there's a way. So I found some shelter in a parking lot that I actually detail cars in, and they never seem to give me any problems. So that's part of the journey. So far I'm washing it. I'm about to soap her down, which actually I'm just using Dawn dish soap just to degrease it, and then I'm going to clay bar the old girl with some clay luber from you know who, and I'm actually going to be using just the OG clay bar. Right, this is my first time doing this. You don't need all the fancy equipment and all that stuff, so I did just kind of, I guess, start with the basics, and we'll see how the results come out. I'm gonna finish washing this truck first, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you like the machine that I'm gonna be using and my pads and just everything. Cool. So let me finish this and I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so I went ahead and finished washing up the truck. She's all good to go. Degreased, did the rims and tires. Just did a super quick wash. And I'm actually just leaving it wet at the moment because I'm going to go over it. I'm going to dry it as I go, but I'm going to clay bar as I'm drying it, if that makes sense. So there's wet, add a little more lubrication, clay bar this whole panel, dry it, move on, and just kind of do it in sections. If you guys have any tips or see me doing something wrong or could help me out, seriously, like, do comment below, let me know. I'm only trying to, perfect my skill so that I can grow my business, and so on and so forth. So this is my setup here. You don't need all the fancy, equipment. You just need enough to get by. So Harbor Freight, 90 bucks, like my AutoZone pads and my compounds and polish, some tape, clay bar, and some clay lube. I realized that I didn't need to buy this. I could have just used, my own soapy water, but what the heck, let's test it out and see how it does. I like that it says it, extends the clay bar's life. So, I do want that. I try to get the most out of, all my equipment. Anyway, so basically, I'm gonna clay bar it now. I'll get some footage for you guys. Let's see if you can see that. See some of those? Got some of those. We're gonna be removing. These are probably like the deeper ones. See that? Look at that nice scuff. There's two of them, right? So these go actually across the entire truck. You can see there's a pretty good one here. There it is. all the way down, right? Gets a little deeper here, kind of fades away, you know, all the way to the front. The entire truck's got it. I'm gonna go and start with this microfiber pad. And then after this, we'll go one round around the car. I'm gonna use Griot's complete compound, and then I'm just gonna go over it with the polish. And I'm actually gonna be using, this is a fine cut with gloss finish Harbor Freight pad. It feels a little bit rougher than most. I would compare it to an orange pad. Like I said, it's got the fine cut with the finishing gloss. Obviously, I'm not doing a 3-step, but I might go over it with this polishing pad, because I can always go and get a wax and seal it and, you know, ta-da. But wish me luck. I don't know if I have enough time, because it is cloudy and it is getting dark, and I am getting started on this pretty late. So I'm going to try to get as much of the truck done as possible. And I'm going to start with like the worst side. I actually think I might start on this side, because there's a little more light on this side. All right, let's dive into this. And like I said, if you see me doing anything wrong, or something I can do better, or a step that I missed, like, please do comment down below and let me know, because I'm new to this and I'm learning it just like you are. So let's get into it. Based off of my research, I got what I needed, and we're gonna go ahead and test this and see how it goes. All right, so OG clay bar from Chemical Guys, clay luber. Nice little kind of flat piece like that. Your spray. Just kind of. So I finished that panel super quick. Not too bad. I'm really impressed. I did that side. That whole panel's done. It's super quick. I see some people actually even use the whole clay glove. That's cool too. I've seen a couple YouTube channels that I got some pointers off, like Detail Groove, Dallas Paint Correction, you know. This is working pretty good. So let's go ahead and dry it now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and crank the rest of the truck out real quick, clay bar it. I'll get a cool little time lapse for you guys. Crank it out as fast as possible, and then get to step 2. So this is the panel I'm going to touch. Go ahead and start back here and just kind of work my way forward. So we are all clay barred up. I'm going to go ahead and start with this compound. Go ahead and go over it. Get myself a fresh rag. Alright, let's set you guys down. Alright, so I'm going to do like 3 passes over it. This little 2 by 1 foot section, because that main scratch is running through there. So go ahead and really shook up my compound. Put a couple pea-sized drops. Go over this little section real quick. I'm going to do 3 passes, like I said. Oh, drooling here. Oh. Calm down. I'm going to go have it in like setting 2. Kind of go my it about 3 to 4 passes. I kind of went, you know, left and right and then up and down in this little section. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe her down real quick. I started off on setting 2. I worked my way to setting 4 and 5 on the orbiter, and I started off with no pressure, and then I slightly added pressure. You can tell when the machine is flat against here. You can see there's a bit of a body curve in here, so I was slightly adjusting to it. I didn't add so much pressure when I was transitioning from in this groove, but I did apply very light pressure, maybe 5 pounds of pressure, if that, just kind of going over it slightly. On setting 5, when I added more pressure, I did see that scuff that connected right here, which let me show you up close. All right, see that gnarly scuff? Gnar came right here, boom. Which, see, I can see I need to get that little section better, right? I got the majority of it, and then I can see that it reappears right here, comes back. So, but that was a deep part, kind of like that one over there. And it's gone. Not bad, not bad. Got some scratches above. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep working this panel. And I'm actually gonna just start on this section right here. This is a harder part, but I wanna get the hard part out of the way so that I can just kind of cruise on through all that other stuff. Alright, real quick before I get started on this panel, see that scratch right there. Alright, see another one. I'll kind of pull back. Can't really see, I'm going to go too far back. This side, look at that side. Those scratches. And I stopped about right here halfway. I'm going to pick up right behind the pole for kind of finish off that panel. So I'm using a compound. It's leaving it a bit hazy, but that's why I got the 2-step and I got the polish that also cuts, removes, and will help with scratches. But it's gonna polish it out. It's gonna look super nice, shiny, real wet, exactly the way, you know, everyone likes it. So it's looking pretty good. I mean, the rest of the truck, the paint's in really good condition. On my hood and roof, it is oxidizing, so that'll be fun. But still, it's not there at that point to where, you know, you gotta do all these extra steps. So far so good, guys. I'm gonna keep working on her. I'm gonna crank this out, and then I'll come back to you guys when I do the polish, do the second step. Just on this fender, I'm only focusing on this fender. I'm not even worried about getting the rest of the truck. I started on a big fender with the best scratches, and I'm just gonna focus on this for as long as I can until it rains or the sun goes down. It's still pretty early, so we'll see. All right, you guys, so I just finished using the complete compound for only this back panel, and I gotta say, it fucking looks great. I mean, look at that. And it actually is still a little bit foggy because it's a compound. I mean, beautiful, gorgeous. Oh my god, look at that, beautiful. So anyway, there's that scratch that went, where you at, son? It went straight through. Beautiful, gone. It looks really good. I'm really happy with it. Look at that. So now that compound's done, this is done, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this. I'm gonna go and bust this out, my complete polish. I don't have an orange foam pad, but I'm gonna go ahead and use the yellow. But this also has a fine cut with the gloss finish, like it says. It just feels a lot rougher than some other ones, but I'm testing it out, trial and error. That's what this is all about. So I'm gonna go ahead and crank this back on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and polish out this entire fender. But overall, I mean, just with the compound, it looks great. So beautiful, beautiful. There's some chips right there. Noise. All right, y'all, let's jump into it. That's not gonna work. It's fucking cold today. It's gotta be in the 40s. I'm just glad it's not windy, because if it was windy, I wouldn't be out here. Too much dust, too much shit. Complete polish. Shake her up. Crank her on. All I gotta say is, holy shit. Look at that shit. Oh my god, I'm about to pull up to a car show right now. That's just a little sample. I mean, that panel, fuck me, right? Wait till I do the chrome. Jesus Christmas. It's like running water. Right there, tackle the fucking rest. Bada fucking boom, baby. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. If you're still thinking about paint correction, step 1, step 2, basic, beginner, just like me, do it. It's fun. It really is. Especially when you're doing it to your own vehicle. You know, I mean, come on. Look at that. That's only that small section. I'm going to pull up and flex on them. You know what I'm saying? Flex. Alright, let's get serious. It's getting cold and I'm hungry. Okay. So, I'm almost done. I got halfway through the panel. I didn't get any footage of it because I'm just trying to move along. Also listen to my podcast so I can, you know, get some. But, so I got about that section left. I'm going to go ahead and polish it all out, put it all down, and then we'll look at it up close in person. So, sorry if it's a little loud, the generator's like in the back of the truck. But, man, this looks super great. Alright, so I went ahead and turned that off so that you guys could hear me and I could hear myself. So, went ahead and did this panel. I just finished polishing it out, and I must say, it came out great. Overall, I removed those gnar scuffs that were all the way across. Kind of like that one right there. See, it goes all the way to the front. Son of a gun. I will not be taking my truck on some trails anytime soon. But I gotta say, this panel came out super great for the products and the equipment that I used. Where I'm at on a rainy day outside, cold, a little bit windy. First time, my truck. Let's see, let's try to focus on that. Look at that, oh my God. I have really nice paint on this truck. I want to say it's like a root beer brown with some flakes in there. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. I'm actually gonna go ahead and call it a day because it's starting to sprinkle and I got other shit I gotta get to. But I'm glad that I completed one big panel and I did remove multiple scratches on this panel and it came out great. This was my first time doing some type of paint correction to any vehicle, and of course my vehicle, and it came out great. So like I said, if you're new here to my channel, Nico's Auto Detailing, dude, I'm just documenting my journey. I'm just here to document my journey, and I'm here to learn from you guys. I'm here to teach stuff as I go along, grow my business, grow my life in all areas, and that's really what this channel is about. You're gonna see a lot of cool things. You're gonna see, you know, my day-to-day. I'm gonna be documenting it and getting into it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If there's anything that I did wrong or say wrong or fuck up, I'm sure you guys, I actually expect you guys to let me know in the comments below, like what you would have done differently. But just to sum it up, so you guys know, no excuses. It's gloomy, right? It's a rainy day out here in Vegas. I live in an apartment. I don't have a garage. So look at, I found some cover in a parking lot that I actually wash cars in often, and I've been here for hours and nobody has bothered me. And you know, I was able to work on my truck, and you can too. You can do your own vehicle if you don't, you know, and you can do clients' vehicles. But overall, it came out super good, and I'm super happy with the product. So, all right, you guys, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.